Okay. Confessions of a musician. I practice sometimes. Okay. I want to react to some stock photos of clarinet playing just because I think that would be very interesting. I got the idea from Two Set Violin. Yes, Two Set. They're awesome. Oh my gosh, they crack me up so much. Even though I don't play violin, but like as a musician, a lot of things relatable. But anyways, I honestly had no idea what a clarinet was until I started playing it in 5th grade. So in elementary school, in my elementary school, you have to pick up an instrument or you just do choir in 5th grade. And so I decided to pick an instrument. And I was so set on the flute. I was like, yes, flute all the way, because I had just done this like summer camp thing and I was the bird. And so the bird is played by a flute, right? Of course. Classic. And anyways, I was like, yes, I'm going to play the flute. And so I went into this roadshow where they have all the instruments set up for you and you get to go and play each one just to like see whichever one you like best. And so I went in and I was like, flute, yes! And I picked up the flute and I was like, all right, let's do it. And I'm ready. And literally just no sound. And the entire 5 minutes or something, everyone in my group was able to do like a little toot or whatever, and I was just stuck there blowing in metal, just making no sound at all. And my heart was just slowly and I was like, I can't play the flute. And I was like, I had no idea what to do after that, because I was like, wait, this was gonna be my instrument. And so I was like, oh shoot. And then the bell rang and we had to move stations, right? And then the next station was this thing, and I was like, oh, what is this thing? Is this a big recorder? Basically a big recorder. And I was like, oh. Yeah, sounded more like that, because with just the mouthpiece, it sounds like a big squeak. But anyways, I was playing and I was like, okay, I can play this instrument. I can do it. And so I ended up doing this, mostly because my friend is doing it, and I was like, I can play this instrument. But I grew to love my clarinet very much, and I still play in college, even though it's COVID-19, so I guess I don't play in college, but I would if it were regular school. Anyways, enough blubbering. Okay, let's react to our first image. Oh. Okay, so it's definitely like an artistry piece, because it's like, boom, through the paper walls. Wow, you just stuck your clarinet right in, I guess. But she's not holding the key. She's holding it on the side like this, and then side like this, probably so she can put it through the hole. And she's clearly not playing, because she's just putting her lips on it. If you play, you have to curl your mouth and tighten your embouchure, your mouth, and go but sorry, I haven't warmed up, so it doesn't sound like anything. But she's just and so yeah, your elbows should never be this together when you're just playing like that. It's just your posture is like this. Yep, okay. Next one. Okay, this one kind of triggers a little bit, just because. There we go. You can't do that. Wait, what? His mouthpiece is backwards. What is this? Okay, his mouthpiece is like this. Cause what is it? No, this sucks because it vibrates on the top of your lip and then it's like itchy and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so irritating. But okay, I guess it works a little better because your lip is vibrating always on the reed when you lift it up, but like no, you don't. People always do this when they try to imitate like instruments because all they know is like trumpet, right? And trumpet, you're like woo, do do do, horn. Like in no world would you just randomly just play your instrument like that unless you have like a movement. But even so, like in marching band, I was in marching band, and you have to sometimes play to the box, which is where the judges are. So like you want them to hear you, so you like play a little higher, but you don't just like move it, right? I can't play. So like you have your posture here, and you move your whole body, and he's just like there. But yeah, okay. No, that one's annoying. It's just like straight up annoying because it just looks obnoxious. Okay. She's not playing because but yeah, she's just like lightly placing her well lipsticked face, just like, and she looks like she's puffing her cheeks, which is like, right? And you're not supposed to do that when you play. It just causes more like just squeaking, and I'm not sure what fingering style this is. My fingers don't usually look like this. She looks like she's playing. Even so, like you don't have your fingers like just like that. So usually it just looks like. Like just lightly lifted. So that's a little over exaggerated, but I guess as aesthetic, not bad. Okay. Oh yeah, no, this is just straight up an oboe. And I'm not an oboe player, but I'm pretty sure it is still left hand on top and not right hand on top. Yeah, but the thing is, the title, when I searched it up on Google, the side title was Teenage Girl Playing Clarinet. So, that's not a clarinet. An oboe, you can tell by the mouthpiece, and it's like smaller. Oboe is a double reed, so they actually soak it in water. Like they put it in a cup and they soak it in water because like the reed is like special. But yeah, it's like extra hard because of the double reed. Oh, dude, this one. Oh, this one hurts because, okay, first of all, it's just as a musician, you honor and you like want to respect your instrument, even though it causes you all this pain and emotional toil. But still, you want to like take good care of it, have it positioned, and make sure you're putting the pieces together nicely and not like damaging the keys and smushing it unnecessarily. But this girl's just my reed. Oh my gosh, this is a reed. It's made of wood. Oh my gosh. So basically reeds chip, right? And once they chip, you can't use it anymore because there's a hole and you can't, and you're gonna squeak, and it's just not gonna be a good reed anymore when it breaks. That's common sense, right? Yeah, I think that is. But yeah, she's just shoving it in. I'm sorry. Just no. And the flute, all the keys of the flute are in her cardigan, so it's probably getting smushed by the huge bassoon that she's holding. And she's holding an oboe too, but with no reed. Okay, hopefully they don't have the reed in the clarinet then, if the oboe doesn't have a reed. But still, this is just irresponsible and just don't just respect your instruments. Hold it nicely. Be nice. Okay, this one, yellow shirt. It's not aligned. Okay, her keys are like this. My keys are like this. Hers are... What? How did she do that? I think hers are just completely sideways, and yeah, actually, I think the whole clarinet is just completely sideways. And she's not even playing, actually. She's like... Okay, next. Interesting. Let's just put the fingers on, at least on the little holes. The finger pads. Okay, this one. Okay, like I was saying, this girl is actually puffing her cheeks, unlike the artistic girl with the lipsticks. But she's like you're supposed to keep it tight there, but she's just plain up blowing it. You shouldn't do that. Fingering looks a little loose, but she might be in the middle of playing, although from her embouchure, probably not, since you don't do that. Next. Ooh, okay. So this one, honestly, it just looks like it was like part of a concert. It looks like she might be playing like a E transitioning, but her embouchure is really nice and tight, and you can tell she's like actually blowing air and concentrating air through her instrument. Yay, good for her. That looks like a real concert piece, kind of. Like if you're gonna take someone's photo during a concert. Okay, this guy, I think it's a guy because his hands are kind of big. Just clarinet's upside down. Why do you want the reed to vibrate on top of your lip? You know how like when you brush your teeth with an electric toothbrush and it tickles? Like, I remember the first time I got it, I couldn't like brush my teeth for the full 2 minutes just because it kept itching my nose because it was so itchy. It just so annoying. So that's basically what they're trying to do. I think that's odd. So once again, it's not aligned because is on the back. This is the register key, which makes things higher. So if I play like a regular note and then I hit this note, it goes higher. So like but that one's on the side and his mouthpiece is upside down, and I'll do it his orientation. And then this part is also, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this because like this part is supposed to line up. Like, you see this part and this part is supposed to line up, and if they don't, you want to make sure it doesn't hit anything weird. I think his is, this is so odd. This is so odd. What is this? Does it look like his now? The register key is here, and then the 2 pads are here. It's just, this is where my finger pads are. This is where my finger pads are, and now I'm gonna this finger really is stretching it there. Now I'm gonna fix you now. Okay, next. Oh, this poor guy literally just looks miserable. He's just like playing like, maybe he's really into the song. Lots of musicians express themselves very much when they play. So I look like when I play. What note is he even playing? It doesn't look like it looks like he's just pressing these. Oh, by the way, clarinet, you know, like everyone's, oh my gosh, so complicated. It's basically a recorder. So you just like have the fingers here, and these are alternate keys. So like if I can't reach this, like usually when I'm playing a music phrase and it goes like like I have to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, but I just, like, my finger can't do it fast enough. I might switch here, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be like, then I can use this register key and go like, versus, because then, you know, you have to lift the finger and stuff. But yeah, it looks like he's just playing the not register keys, the alternate keys. But yeah, nice tie. Although it's not concert black, sir. Okay, this it's like some kind of like really like England gloves. Okay, one thing about this is, okay, she's not playing because she's just putting it in her mouth. The gloves. So in marching band, because I was in marching band, we do have to wear gloves because that's part of the uniform. And what we had to do was we had to cut the fingers. So like we would, before like the show, if we had new gloves, I would like come to be like, hey, can you help me cut my fingers? And then you just cut the parts. So I'd be wearing the gloves, but then the fingers would be exposed so that I could hold the notes. Because if you wear gloves while playing it, your glove might not like completely cover the holes, and then air would escape, causing like squeaks, and it's just much harder to play. Like if I were to play E regularly like this, but then leave air out now, it's not the same note, because your fingers cover the holes so that the frequency of your air can form the note. This is physics, right? Wavelengths, different sounds. Anyways, okay, so now we're going into clarinet holds. Just the way that he's holding it. First of all, once again, I think they wanted to do this because they wanted you to see the reed and the keys. So instead of like this, they switched it to be like, oh no, sorry, to be like this, so you can see both the keys and the reed, but it's turned around. It's the wrong way. I turn you back. It's okay. And then he's gripping his clarinet so like tight and like just not aware of where the keys is. Also, when I grip my clarinet, it's always with this finger pad here. This finger pad is actually that's how you hold the weight of the clarinet. Like I don't hold it up here mostly. Like my wrist would grow tired, but I just hold it like here. But he's not holding it like this. He's legit holding it like in, like, here's my finger pad, and he's like going in the center, which is where all of these keys are, and he's just like, rah, blah. No, no, not good. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay, so this one actually, so while it might look like bad because the reed is on the other side, right? Like it's on the opposite side. Actually, that's how you should rotate it when you want to set your instrument down, because that way you can set it on the back side, which is very, very little keys and very little up here, because normally your reed would be here, right? But when you want to set it down, you want to make sure you put it down on the least thing, so you just rotate your reed so you can put it all down. But they are not really setting it on. Yeah, actually, you know what? They're good. That's a pretty standard way, or the way that you should put your clarinet down. Sometimes I'm too lazy and I don't want to like mess around with my clarinet too much. Oh, this one! In marching band, we had to hold it like this when we were marching. So actually, I included this just because that's also one way to hold your instrument. At least for me, when I was marching, that's how I did it. And then you go like, huh! Oh, yeah, you have to make sure it's the right way. Yeah. All right. And then the last one. Oh, this one. I remember in 7th and 8th grade when we had concert band, we would hold it. We'd put it on our knees like this just for resting, because there would be rests, and the whole section would just be like this, and we would coordinate too. And I was like first seat, so well, like first, it wasn't really first seat back then. It was just like you played clarinet first, clarinet one, first clarinet. So then we just like boop, and then I'd be like, hey guys, okay, ready? Yeah, whatever. But yeah, that's about it. Maybe you learned something new about the instrument. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.